Yo, what's going on, boys? Today in this video, I'm going to be going over 10 different psychological tricks I wish I knew sooner when going door to door. These 10 little tricks, you guys may never have even noticed that I do this throughout my pitch, and these have made me rich. So there's gonna be 10 of them. There's gonna be no fluff. Let's get right into it. Let's go. Trick number one, every single time I am pitching door to door, I always try to nod my head as much as possible. This subconsciously makes them want to say yes. It is engraving in their mind like, yes, this is a good idea. So if I'm pitching someone, I say, hey, what I'll do is I'll walk around, count up how many windows you have and give you a quick price. I'm nodding my head. That engraves in their mind that, okay, like I want to do this myself now, right? Whenever I'm closing, typically it's $349. Since we're in the neighborhood, we'll do it for just $249 for every piece of window frame sill around your entire house. Nod your head every single time. You need to be consciously nodding your head like more than you think you do, okay? Because this will subconsciously make the other person want to say yes to you. Trick number two, this trick is honestly super helpful, and I just started implementing this going door to door. This is a very small little trick, but it's helped me out, and I've noticed a decent difference when doing this. When you are standing at the door, always try to stand to a human's non-dominant side. It makes you seem less aggressive, like you're less of a threat. More people want to answer the door to you, and more people want to hear you out. So what I mean by that is, like, I don't know the exact number, but like 87% of humans are like right-handed. So you want to always stand sideways to a person's left side, to their non-dominant side. You're seen as less of a threat, less of like attacker. You're seen as less dominant, and so they feel in charge and they're way more opening, they're way more welcoming to you. So always stand to a person's non-dominant side. Trick number three is the assumptive close. At every single interaction, I will always assume what I'm doing rather than asking. Humans, you guys know this, they don't like to make decisions themselves. They don't want to have to use their brain power when a stranger comes and knocks on their door. So you have to guide them throughout the entire process. If you ask, can I go walk around and count your windows? Can I clean your windows? Can I do this? Can I do that? Everyone's instinct response is no. So you always have to assume what you're doing no matter what it is. What I'll do, since I'm already here, I'll go around, count up how many windows you have, and I'll count how many windows you have and just give you a quick price. Put you on the schedule for like 2 o'clock. There's so many sales that you guys would think like, was that even a sale? And it was a sale because I assumed what I was doing. We'll be here around 4 p.m. Do you think you'll be home around 4 p.m.? Now it's a yes or no. I'll be home at 4 p.m. or I won't be home at 4 p.m. Not a yes or no. Yes, we're gonna do the window cleaning. No, we're not gonna do the window cleaning. If I'm gonna walk around a house, I'll say what I'll do. I'll go around and count the windows and give you a quick price. Not can I walk around, because that lets them say no. Never let a person say no. Always assume, because usually if you're gonna assume you're gonna do things, they're not gonna interrupt you, interject you and be like, no, right? They will let you because you assumed and you told them what you're doing rather than asking. So always assume what you are doing, never ask. Trick number four, the scarcity effect. You guys already have all seen me do this before, but the scarcity effect is where you make it seem like your service is very scarce. Obviously, like I just used that word, and you need to build urgency on the spot. The people that you were talking to, they were never expecting some strangers to come and knock on their door and sell them window cleaning. And they're not gonna go with you unless you build insane urgency and make it seem like it's just really rare you're in the neighborhood today. It's super scarce, like this is just like a one-time thing, and they're getting the most insane deal ever, and they're so lucky that you came and knocked on their door, right? So you always have to make it seem like either one, that you just have a couple jobs left, you have one job left, and you're just trying to fill that spot so you can do it cheap. We have one more spot to fill at 2:30. We could squeeze you in since we have the truck out here. We do have an opening at 9 a.m. tomorrow. That's the only time we're available tomorrow. We'll take off $50 for you, or you can build urgency by, you know, typically saying that, cut to the chase, if you guys were to call us out, say just for like a one time, probably would be just like $349 to get the entire place done. Lucky for you, since we'll have the truck like right there, it'd be so easy to pop it over. We'll take off $100 for you, just like a transportation fee. It's a good face there. So we will literally do every piece of glass around your entire house for just $249. You guys have most likely all heard me say that before. You always have to make it make sense why you price drop. You just can't price drop for no reason, right? Always build urgency, because if you have the most perfect pitch, perfect persona, perfect price, perfect equipment, perfect everything, and you don't build urgency, this is what will happen. The person will say, yeah, that's a great pitch. That sounds great. I think that's great, but I'll do it in like a week or two for $249, right? The same price that you gave them. And it's like, no, you have to make it seem like it's a one-time deal. They're just lucky you have the equipment in the neighborhood. You have one more spot to fill. So always build urgency to do it on the spot. I cannot emphasize how important it is to do that. Trick number five, I like to call this the silence close, where every single time after I give a price, I always shut up. And you guys should do the same. There's a famous quote that says, whoever speaks first after you give a price loses. So every single time after I give a price, I shut up. Every single time, right? Top to bottom, around the whole house for just $249.
Okay.
Unless I'm gonna throw in like the gutters, but then after that, I will shut up, stop talking. We're gonna scrub these down for free to put a nice shine on the place for the neighbors driving by. let them speak. So if you guys give them a price and then just keep rambling on, that is the wrong thing to do. You have to let the homeowner talk. You have to let them be engaged. So that is super simple. Trick number 5, shut up after you give them a price. Number 6, I like to call this the default no advantage. Humans' instinct response is to always say no. Like, it doesn't matter where you are. If you're at a mall and someone's gonna offer you the best cologne of all time, it's gonna make you get all of the girls, everyone's gonna love you, it's a magical spray, and they're like, hey, do you want this cologne? Your instinct response is gonna be no. That's just human nature. So what you can do is you can use that to your advantage. If you're ever gonna ask someone a yes or no question, frame it so if they say no, it benefits you. So for example, if someone gives me like a wife objection or something like that, and I wanna ask if the wife wants to do it, instead of saying, hey, do you think the wife would want to do this? I would say, hey, do you think the wife would be opposed to getting this done? So he has to say no to me. And if he says no, that benefits me. So that's a little tip for you guys. That is super helpful. Always frame your questions where if a person says no, it actually helps you out. Trick number 7, let's get it. This is the name loop effect. Every single time right before I walk around a house, I don't really include this in a lot of my videos, but I will always try to get their name. I'll go around, count up how many windows you have, give you a quick price. And what was your name again?
Mac, M-A-C.
M-A-C, I'm Blake.
Where do y'all go to school?
So then right when I come back or about to re-knock on the door to give them the price, to give them a pitch, I will always try to repeat their name to them. And what that does is it makes them feel special, it makes them feel important, it makes it feel like you're not a sales guy coming by reading off a script, right? And if you're thinking about it, like if you put yourself in the mind of a homeowner and someone's coming to knock on your door, a stranger, you would really appreciate them being very personal to you, right? Like I kind of put myself in a homeowner's shoes and I'm like, if some kid knocked on my door, walked around, after they walked around, they were like, already Mr. Blake, like I would feel very personable. I would feel connected to that person. I would feel like that person actually cares about me and I'll feel way more trusted towards that person to actually do a really good job. So always try to say a homeowner's name back to them. Trick number 8, this is what I like to call the relatable mirror. This is just a little psychology trick whenever you're going door to door or even talking to people in general to make you like you more. And it is called mirroring what they're doing. So if I'm knocking on a door and a sweet lady comes out, she's super energetic, she's super hype, she's like, oh my gosh, this, and this, she's talking about her day. I'm gonna do the exact same thing. I'm gonna mirror her and she's gonna like me a lot more because I'm matching her tone, her energy, her charisma, like everything, right? Hi, miss. Hi, how's it going? I'm doing great. The weather feels amazing out here. We're giving a bit of a discount today for people who just backed into their driveway. Like you. On the flip side, if a dude comes out, an old dude, and he's very stern, he's like, what do you want? Like, whatever it may be, I'm gonna be more confident, more like grounded, you know, talk slower. We're about to be helping out him. We've done like 9 others in here the last like 2 days. What we're doing for everyone, I'll show you really fast. I'll just run around, I'll count how many windows you have and just give you a quick price. And he's gonna like me more, he's gonna feel more connected to me. Skylights were pretty dirty. We're gonna do those as well for free for you. So just a small little thing, if you're going door to door, always try to match someone's energy, their tone, whatever it may be. It's called mirroring. It's a thing for more advanced closers, more sales guys, but I really try to implement that recently and it has helped tremendously. So always try to mirror whoever you are talking to. Trick number 9, I like to call this the observation opener. And in my opinion, this one is the most important out of all of them. Whenever you're going door to door, you should never, ever mention window cleaning for the first 7 seconds of the interaction. Like, I'm so serious. You need to have a little subconscious timer in your head that's 7 seconds long, and you should never, ever mention window cleaning. Every single time when I knock on the door, I always try to notice something, whether it's their ferocious guard dog, you guys have all heard me say that, whether it's their pink flowers, whether it's their house. I will always try to either compliment something, and this instantly makes the homeowner feel connected to you, especially if you're gonna compliment something at the beginning. Hi, that is a very bright yellow shirt there.
Yes, it is.
That is like the brightest one I've seen all day. That's awesome. And they're gonna say like, thank you to you. It almost makes it feel like the homeowner owes you something in a way. Like they're subconsciously thinking like, this person did something for me. This person made me feel like happy, nice, whatever. I'm gonna do something for them. And that might be letting you clean their windows or letting you walk around their house or talking to you for an extra 30 seconds, let you get farther in the process, whatever it may be. So never bring window cleaning up for the first 7 seconds. And another thing you can do, a little trick, this is still in trick number 9 here, is you actually never bring up window cleaning and you let them bring it up for you. So what it looks like is this. So like, let's say you're knocking on a door, right? You're like, hey miss, how's it going? It's a very ferocious guard dog you got there, right? And then you go, do you know Susan? We've done her, we've helped out like 9 others in here the last 2 days. Yeah, everyone's loving what we're doing. And then you pause, they will 100 times out of 100 ask you, well, what are you doing? And then you're like, okay, I'm great. I'm so glad you asked what we're doing. I'll actually show you really quick. Now you're not telling them what you're doing. You're just answering their question. Now they're way more curious. They're way more engaged. They're 100% going to follow you to the window every single time. So that is another little trick you can do to always get people to walk to the window. If you're not not making any sales. Step number 10, it is the social proof hack. Every single door, every single interaction, you have to tie down a bunch of social proof, whether it's real, whether it's made up, whatever it may be. Do you know David, 2 houses down from you? We're just gonna be helping out him. We've done like 9 others in here the last 2 days. So if I just get to a brand new neighborhood, I will do my pitch. I might just say we're in the neighborhood helping out a bunch of the neighbors, right? May even tell the truth. If there's 2 neighborhoods down and we did someone named John, I'd be like, yeah, we're helping out John. We've helped out 9 others in the area the last 2 days. If you don't wanna lie, if you don't wanna like fake name drop anything like that, you can do the pitch, say the person rejects you, whatever it may be. You can hand them your card and be like, my name is Blake. What was your name again? Say his name was John, for example. All right, my name is John. Okay, sounds good, Mr. John. My name is Blake. Once again, nice to meet you. If you ever need anything, let me know. If you ever want to get it done, let me know. And then the next person you talk to, you can just say, do you know John? We might be helping out him, right? You're not lying. You're still dropping social proof. You're still name dropping. That is another really, really good tip for you guys. And always, always, always have social proof. You cannot make a sale without it. Like very, very difficult. Some people overlook that, but in reality, you must have social proof when going door to door. Okay, boys, there you have it. Those are 10 different psychological tricks I've given for you guys. Hope you guys learned a lot. I will say I have put together 100 more tips and tricks just like that one. Honestly, in those 100, there are so many more that are way better than the ones that I just showed you. If you want access to those tricks and you guys are still watching those videos, I'm going to give every single one of you guys watching this video a completely free one-on-one call with me that goes over those tips, tricks, pretty much everything you need. We'll talk about your business, where you're at, and we'll see if I can really help you out. If you want to book a one-on-one call with me, which honestly, I don't see why any of you guys wouldn't, because I'm going to try to change every single one of your guys' lives. It is in the description down below. We'll book a call. Spots are very, very limited, so you better get on that like right now, and I'll see if I can help you out, and we'll go from there. Peace.